The fact that people believe in something doesn't mean it's the truth. My name is Patrick G. Join us as we fish out the truth and the lies happening in Enugu. And today, I have a very special person in our midst. Sir, please, can you introduce yourself to the audience?
My name is Naman Arinze Darlington, currently the Special Assistant to the Governor of Enugu State on Media. Thank you and good evening.
Sir, you're welcome. First of all, I have to thank you for honoring this invitation because I know you people always have busy schedules and other engagements. So, and when you look at what is happening in Enugu, we have seen that our governor is really doing a lot of work. And I want to ask, my first question is, has Governor Peter Mbah fulfilled all his major promises within these 2 years in the office?
Yes, I will categorically say that Governor Peter Mbah, the Executive Governor of Enugu State, has fulfilled all the major promises that he promised to the people of Enugu State while he was campaigning. You know, first he said he wants to make Enugu State the top 3 states in Nigeria.
Yeah.
He also promised to raise the GDP of Enugu State from the current levels of $4.4 billion to $30 billion economy. And to also make Enugu State the premier destination for business, tourism, leisure, and living. This, among many other things that he promised to the people of Enugu State. And the governor has been fulfilling those promises, humongous promises, audacious promises, as we may see them. While he was campaigning and was promising the people of Enugu State, many people said it was not possible to accomplish all those humongous visions. Because most of those visions are humongous, they are audacious. It depends on the kind of leader that you have. Any leader that don't have the capacity to think critically, deep thinking, will not be able to achieve most of what the governor has achieved just in 2 years. Now we are seeing the construction of 260 smart schools across the 260 political wards of Enugu State. He also promised, he's also constructing 260 type 2 primary healthcare centers across the 260 political ward of Enugu State. We're also seeing the construction of 260 farm estates across the 260 political wards of Enugu State. A lot of things are currently going on in the state. Development is coming. People are coming to the state to invest. We're having a lot of investment, massive investment that is coming to the state. It wasn't like this before the governor came on board. And we also remember that before the governor came on board, we had the big elephant in the room. Something he described as the big elephant in the room, which was insecurity. We remember that then 7 p.m. people have already run to their various rooms because of the insecurity in the states. He came out, fought them. The non-state actors decided to tell us when to come out, when not to come out, when to go to work and when not to go to work. People were living in fear before the Governor Mbah administration came on board. People were living in fear. And you can't tell people to come and invest in your state when there is insecurity. So this was the big elephant in the room for the governor. He came on, he started fighting them. He stopped and banned the sit-at-home order in Enugu State. And when he banned the sit-at-home order, a lot of people were like, the governor should leave this. That these people are dead, that are people that you cannot fight. But this governor came, he stood his ground, he fought them. And since the governor came out to say that we have ended insecurity in Enugu State, this is 2 years and now, we have not had any incident of unknown government attack in the state. This is kudos to the governor. He fought insecurity and people are now having the trust and belief in governance
to come out.
People are now coming to Enugu State to invest. And we're also seeing, when he also said that he promised to make Enugu State the top 3 states in Nigeria. If you look at what is happening around, even this last week, We saw the Nigerian Institute of Surveyors holding a big event in Enugu State.
Yes,
ICC,
I saw that.
ICC, which was abandoned for over 18 years. But this governor came, he breathed life to ICC. That's the ICC revolution we're talking about. We are now seeing people trooping into Enugu State. We also saw the Guild of Editors. They came in their numbers. They came and they were wild with what the governor was doing. They passed vote of confidence in what the governor was doing because they saw different projects in a different project site. Is it the just built, concluded and constructed GTC?
Okay.
That
yeah, GTC.
we know what GTC was before the governor came.
Okay.
And today GTC is taking a new look. GTC is now like a university. This is governor who understands what education is. That was why he budgeted 33% of the annual budget on education.
Okay.
That means for each 10 naira we are spending, 33 naira is for education.
It's for education.
And you cannot talk about the future of Nigeria. You cannot talk about the future of this generation without talking about education.
Proper education.
Proper education.
So I want to come in. Given the 260 smart school that he's building, I want to ask how many are fully functional with the qualified teacher and the technologies that he promised that he's going to see that everything is in place?
Yes. You know, the smart school, each smart school costs government over 1 billion naira to construct and to equip. Over 1.2 billion naira to construct and equip. It's not a small money. So these things are going on simultaneously across the 260 political words. You understand? We have the pilot school at Owo has been functional for a long time. We have a lot of these things that are also coming. And the governor has promised that by September, that we're going to open the doors of all the smart schools across the state open to our children. So this is governor who understands what inclusive governance is all about. There is no zone today that is not feeling the impact of the Governor Mbah administration. When they are building 260 smart green schools, they are building it in every political ward. They are building it in Kano, they are building it in Soka, they are building it in at Oji River, Aniri, you know, every nook and cranny of this state is experiencing that.
So what I'm asking, like, how many is functioning as of now? How many have started functioning as of now? Like an estimated?
We will give that a broader look by September when the whole doors of the whole 260 smart schools will be open for our kids.
Okay, that was the targeted dates.
Yes.
Targeted months.
Yes.
For all the schools.
All the 260 smart schools. So on that note, we will give that a broader look.
When you look at Enugu before the governor came in, we have a lot of abandoned assets and projects that were dumped by the previous governors. I want to ask, what have Governor Peter Mbah done towards those abandoned projects?
Yes, you know, under Governor Mbah, there is nothing like every project is very critical because it was built by the taxpayers' money of the Enugu. So there's nothing like abandoned projects under Governor Mbah. He has promised that Enugu State will become the conferencing capital in Africa. So the ICC is a catalyst to that effect. We have seen troops, number of people that have been coming to Enugu State. This is adding to our Enugu economy. Now, we also talk about the presidential hotel, which was abandoned by previous administrations before Governor Mbah came on board.
Okay.
We have also seen the Niger Gas, the United Palm Products, UPPL project. We have a lot of abandoned assets that this governor has restricted because the aim is not just to restrict it. When you restrict it, you are now having a link and a chain of employment opportunity for the teeming youth of Enugu State. You have people that are through that place that are gaining employment opportunity. Now the ICC has employed people. It is not Governor Mbah that is working there. It is the people of Enugu State. The presidential hotel that will soon be commissioned. We'll soon be employing people too. It's for the people of Enugu State. Niger Gas is for the people of Enugu State. We have a lot of them that the governor have brought back to life. People of Enugu State are being employed. So the governor has said that we can't continue to abandon assets that are very, very monumental for the people of Enugu State. We have seen what he's doing at the Enugu State, the Rangers Avenue, Hospital.
The
International Hospital. Those buildings were abandoned. But today the governor is now changing that narrative. So a lot of people in the Enugu will be employed. The Enugu people that will be employed will spend their money in Enugu State. And our people will gain enough. So all these things has changed. The change have a lot of impactful and meaningful things to the people of Enugu State. So this has been taken care of.
All right. Also a witness of when they opened the International Conference Center. When they hosted a summit for the tech summit.
The tech fest.
So
we'll also be seeing over 15,000 people coming to Enugu State by August by the Nigerian Bar Association. The Nigerian Bar Association will be hosting this thing in Enugu State. So it's also a plot for this government.
Because I believe, people coming in to host their event, it will be generating revenue for the state.
Just last week, the Nigerian Institute of Surveyors were here. And the Guild of Editors were here. The whole hotels in Enugu was filled up. I saw, if you go to the ICC, you see cluster of people coming to sell market, coming to sell, the transport, logistics, what have you, the chains of improvement and businesses here and there are gaining from these transactions that are going around when we have such conferences. So it's for the good of the people of Enugu State. Enugu State is now in the world map. Everybody wants to come to Enugu State to witness what the Governor Mbah administration is doing, to see what the governor is doing. And many of them, when they come, they feel like not going out again because they have seen that a man who is intentional about what he wants to achieve for his people is really doing the job and talking less.
Okay, coming to tax reform, a lot of people are, most especially the artisans are complaining because of the increment of tax and every other thing. Is this something that you think that is obtainable by those increments made by Governor Peter Mbah?
Now, I want to tell you that the governor did not increase. There's nothing like tax increment. You can't just increase tax without legislative backing. Do you understand? So there's nothing like tax increments. What the governor did, and what the government did was to increase the tax net. Those people who were evading tax were now captured. Do you understand? So there are people who were not paying tax before that were captured. And people who were paying to individuals now have been directed to pay to the government accounts. It is no longer business as usual, where people come, tax people, collect government money and put in their pocket. Under Governor Mbah said no. And this is why, before the Governor Mbah administration, what Enugu State generates for annual revenue is 30 billion. But under Governor Mbah today, we have seen over 400 something billion naira as annual IGR, internal generated revenue. What caused that? He closed and blocked all the leakages. You understand?
Truly.
And those tax.
What about those tax officials that maybe,
I want to tell you, and those, the Nigeria, many people, or even all over the world, many people don't like paying tax. Now, and let's put it in Nigeria, the context of Nigeria. People think that when they pay tax, that the government uses those money for their own personal benefit. But you and I today, we are seeing what this government is doing with taxpayers' money. The road construction, massive road construction here and there, the infrastructure development here and there, all these things, everything, when you're connecting those dots, you will see that those tax that I've collected, the governor is using them for the people of Enugu State. That is why we have a central collecting system
Okay.
where people can no longer pay tax to anybody,
Any
to an individual. It is now to the state
directed
government
to the state account.
You understand? And this also fall in line with his mantra of traceability and accountability. This is why he comes out to tell people, Enugu, look at where we are today, look at where we are going today, tomorrow, look at what we feel, look at where we want to go to. You understand? So our people should start paying tax. Those who are not paying tax, or those individuals who feel that those money that they collect before, that the government have stopped them, are now instigating some people to talk against the government. Do you understand? This is what is happening. But I believe that the people of Enugu State are wise enough. They are seeing the dividends of democracy. And the governor alone, the governor cannot do all the massive infrastructure in all the 260 development political words with just the federal government allocation.
Okay.
It is not possible.
Coming to the civil servant in Enugu State, I want to ask 2 questions or 3. First, those that are being owned arrears, is this administration able to pay those arrears? Secondly, are they now paying salaries at when due? Because I see a lot of people complaining, because the last time I checked, there were massive verification for all the workers in Enugu State.
Okay, now, about salary payment. Enugu State government under Governor Mbah pay salary on time.
Okay.
There is no single salary earner that will tell you that the government is owing them. Those that are owed salary before the governor came on board.
Yeah.
You understand? Like the pension, the pensioners, and the gratuity of a thing.
Even the salary arrears, there are people that are being owed.
This government has after, the verification, this thing it's not something that you just do one day.
Okay.
You understand? So when they verify you and you are not a ghost worker, the government will pay you.
Okay.
But some places, people try to fix in their family members and, try to corrupt the system.
Okay.
That is what those people who have not been paid, they were trying to corrupt the system. And the government caught them through the technological system that the government is using.
Okay.
You understand? So those who are genuine workers receive their salary as at when due now. There is nobody that will tell you that the government is owing anybody. The government is not owing anybody salary. There is nothing like that in Enugu State.
So
nothing. And what the governor, let us not also forget that the minimum wage, the federal minimum wage is 70,000 naira, but Enugu State is paying 80,000.
Have they started paying the?
They have been paying 80,000 since.
Wow.
The 70,000 naira is federal. Why Enugu State government is paying 80, he was among the first person that started paying that money. I even signed it. So Enugu workers are happy. Enugu State workers are happy. They're happy with the Governor Mbah administration. They have continued to say that they will support him anywhere he goes to. So there is nothing like that. Thank you very much.
Looking at what you said, I can categorically say that those online verification helped in knowing people that are ghost workers and the genuine ones that are.
Yes.
So that when you budget your salary, how many persons you are paying, you'll be able to pay them on time and do other necessary stuff. Okay. So, sir, I want to ask again, given the construction, I would say massive road construction that is going on in Enugu State, what is happening? There are some areas, there are some communities, rural areas that have not been touched. So is it from the administration or the people giving the contract? Because a lot of people came out to complain that Peter Mbah is not doing, Governor Peter Mbah is not constructing anything for them in terms of road. And given that rainy season is fast approaching. So what is this administration up to towards these roads that they mentioned?
Yes, there's nowhere in the world that you can't be the skyscraper just in one day. You understand?
Okay.
I said that this government is a government of all inclusivity. There's nothing that is being constructed in 260 smart schools. They are getting no place will tell you in Enugu State today. They are not getting the share of the 260 smart school, the 260 type 2 permanent healthcare center, the 260 farm estates, and now the road construction. A lot of places are being constructed. You have constructions that are going on in phases. You have phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. Each phase will capture. You can't construct everything at once. Those who have not seen anything like road construction will see. But it doesn't mean that the government is neglecting them at all. You know, they are getting the share of the 260 smart green school, 260 type 2 primary care center, 260 farm estate, and what have you. A lot of government dividends is scattered in all and across the 260 political words. There is no place that is left behind at all. But every road construction goes in phases and badges. Even in the town, if you go towards the town, there are some places that you did not see in the first phase of the road construction that you are seeing today that are being constructed. So there's nothing. Even in the United States of America, did not just construct or did not just reach where they are today.
Is it step by step?
Step by step.
Like you say, phases by phases. All right. I want to draw you back to the massive terminal that has been going on. You know, they have commissioned it, and up to today, we have not seen the place being open. It have not been open like commercial use, according to what the administration promised us. So I don't know, is there anything that is delaying in opening it for commercial use?
Okay. Just to correct you, you are wrong in saying that they have commissioned it. They have not commissioned the bus terminals. The bus terminals haven't been commissioned.
Well, okay.
Yes, it hasn't been commissioned.
Okay.
So you are wrong in that aspect.
Okay.
But just like you have seen that in Ababa, we have a bus terminal, in Nsukka, a bus terminal, we have the one at Holy Ghost, the mother terminal, 1 and 2 intra, and you know, we have the 1 and 2, we have the also at
Holy Ghost have terminal 1 and terminal 2,
and also at Gariki. So those places have all reached to a level of completion and near commission.
Okay.
So it has been commissioned. You understand? We have seen the inflows of the CNG buses that have come to town. You know, all those things will work simultaneously. So it hasn't been commissioned by this. For now, it hasn't been commissioned.
Okay.
But rest assured that it will be commissioned, and the people of Enugu State will be happy because workers and everything, the drivers, the tickets people, everybody that will be working there, you know, coming from the various places of Enugu State, and it will create a lot of employment opportunity. We're also expecting over 2,000 electric cars for our taxi. Okay. You understand? So Enugu State will continue to receive massive growth, massive developmental strides by the Governor Peter Mbah-led administration, and we will see that we'll end this 9 p.m. no movement by the keke, the tricycle, and the small buses.
So very soon the 9 p.m.
will no longer be this thing.
Okay.
By the time all those things come into place. So let's keep on supporting the Governor Mbah-led administration because he means well for the people of Enugu State.
I want to ask this question also. When you is a rumor I heard, and I want to confirm from you if it's true. The minibus drivers, like the minibus transportation and keke, is there any room for them to also operate when this whole thing is being put in place? Or is there any way, is there a sign of like eradicating them? Because I don't know. They said Governor Peter Mbah wants to stop keke and minibus because he's bringing his own taxi and bus transportation.
Well, I want to also correct this narrative. They say he's bringing his own buses and taxi. There's nothing like his own. Is it Governor Mbah that will ride the 260?
But you know, like I said this rumor that he wants to stop the keke and minibus.
That is why I also want to use this opportunity to tell people, media platforms, social media content creators and what have you to continue to verify with government. And when such fake news, we are in a world where fake news thrive a lot. You understand? So, but now it is common. It's common sense. So common sense should tell us that the governor will not be the one to ride the whole CNG buses, over 2,000 electric cars. We will not be the one to work in the old bus terminals.
Yeah.
You understand? So it's the people of Enugu State. Everything is for the interest and for the people of Enugu State. You understand?
Yeah.
We have not even talked about the Enugu Air. Is it the governor that will come and be the pilot of Enugu Air? You understand? So everything is yet to for the people of Enugu State. And as of today, there's nothing like banning of keke and minibuses as of today. You understand? And the governor of Enugu State, who is a compassionate leader that we know, a man that is empathetic, he understands the people that he leads. He knows that he will continue to talk with them. If there is any need for anything that he wants to do, he will keep on reaching out to the people of Enugu State. So let us not continue to peddle fake news by people who just want to find fault in where they should find
okay, I understand.
Positivity.
But we also plead to our Governor Peter Mbah to also include the keke and minibus.
Everybody,
even if there is something that have to be reformed,
everybody is included. There's nobody that is left behind.
It be.
There's nobody.
All
everybody
fairness.
is included.
Okay.
Everybody is a participant.
Because this is how news fly, and before you know it.
So now I have told you now that it is not true. You understand?
Yeah.
I have told you now it is not true. You understand?
Yes.
So you should not also amplify it. Do you understand? So there's nothing like that. The governor is for the people of Enugu State. This government is government that believes in citizens' engagement. You understand? He believes that he will continue to engage with the people. Where the people feels that he is not getting it right, they tell him, and he tries to. If it's for the interest of the people, he will continue to stand firm by his word. So there's nothing that the governor is doing that is against the people of Enugu State. It's for the interest of Enugu State. So there's nobody that is complaining. Everybody, Enugu people are happy with what he's doing.
Thank you very much for that clarification. The people of Enugu, you have heard it. They are not going to ban keke or minibus. Everybody, every individual is included. Let's keep on supporting this administration because they are taking us to another level. Do you think, given the massive project and everything that this administration is doing, do you think people will be happy? Do you think this administration have a better chances of coming back again to rule the Enugu for the second time?
Well, while it's at the discretion of the people of Enugu State to choose who will lead them, you understand. But one thing is sacrosanct, and that thing is that the people of Enugu State are happy with the administration of Governor Mbah, Governor Mbah-led administration. There is nowhere that you will go today without seeing an impactful project that the governor is doing. The short Enugu State is now classified and known as a construction site. You understand? So anybody that wants to come in, what will the person say he will do for the people of Enugu State that Governor Mbah is not already doing?
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
So the people of Enugu State are happy, and they will continue to be happy with the governor. Because
that's to say they have a better chance of coming back again.
He is not
to continue where they stopped.
Yes, there's nothing like he has a better chance of coming back. The governor is coming back, and the people will vote for him overwhelmingly. Before 12 p.m. on election day, the governors have been declared winner because the whole people of Enugu State will come out en masse to vote for him because he's doing well. An intentional leader that understands what governance is all about. He's a transcendental leader. So the people of Enugu State will continue to support him. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for opening our eyes and telling us a lot that people don't know.
Yes.
Because there is a lot of confusion from opposition. People will be coming on to say that this administration is not doing right, they are not doing well. But here you are, you cleared us on those important issues that we are having in Enugu State.
Thank you very much.
We thank you for coming, and here we are going to say,
where is the lie?
On action,